All right, let's get right into it. You know those headlines you see, the ones you just can't ignore, the ones you absolutely have to click? Well, today we're going to pull one apart, piece by piece, to figure out what makes it so dang powerful.
Okay, look at this. How to get 100K subscribers without a single original idea. I mean, just, wow. Let that one sit for a minute. It's so bold, right? Kind of controversial. And it's making this absolutely massive promise. Your brain almost can't help but go, wait, what? Tell me more.
So, why does a headline like this work so incredibly well? It's not just some clever wordplay. No, there's actually a powerful psychological formula humming away under the surface, and we're about to break it all down.
First off, it's all about an irresistible promise. This headline isn't just a hook. It's a perfectly engineered piece of communication that targets a very specific dream and a very specific nightmare, all at the same time.
So let's decode the blueprint. And what's so cool about this is that it's not some one-off flash of genius. It's a repeatable formula, a blueprint that pretty much anyone can use to grab attention. And here it is. This is the secret sauce. It's called the X without Y formula. And it's so simple but absolutely brilliant. The whole idea is you promise someone this amazing thing they really want. That's your X. But then, and this is the key, you tell them they can get it without the one thing they hate doing the most, the thing that's always stopped them. That's your Y. It's like a magic trick for communication.
And it breaks down into 3 really simple steps. First, you figure out what your audience is dreaming about. That's their desire, the X. Then, you identify their biggest headache, their biggest frustration. That's the obstacle, the Y. And finally, you just smash them together into one powerful promise. You see this everywhere once you start looking for it. Think about the fitness world. Get a six-pack is the desire. Without giving up pizza is removing the obstacle. It's genius.
Okay, so let's zoom in on that first half of the equation, the power of the X. This is the part that speaks directly to our biggest dreams and ambitions. Now, X can't just be any benefit. It has to be a massive benefit. We're not talking about small, incremental improvements here. This needs to be the big, juicy, ambitious goal your audience fantasizes about. It's the achieve total financial freedom, not the save a little extra this month. It's the end game. And this is a perfect example. 100,000? It's such a specific, ambitious number. It feels real. It feels substantial. A big, concrete number like this turns a vague goal into a tangible trophy you can actually imagine holding. It's not just growth. It's a huge milestone of success. But, you know, the X is really only half the story. The real magic, the thing that makes us go from interesting to completely irresistible, is removing the pain of Y. Y is all about the single biggest pain point, the thing your audience dreads. For anyone trying to create stuff, what's the number one fear? It's that constant, nagging pressure to be original and creative, right? This headline finds that exact fear, calls it out, and then just, poof, makes it disappear. You see it everywhere. Learn a language without studying grammar. Sell your house without a realtor. It's all about removing the worst part of the process. And here's where you really see the psychology in action, when you put the two halves side by side. On the one hand, you've got the X, 100K subscribers. That taps right into your ambition, your desire to grow. But on the other hand, you've got the Y, without original ideas. And that is pure relief. It's like a weight being lifted off your shoulders. So it's not just a promise, it's a promise plus relief from pain. That's the 1-2 punch. So what's the ultimate takeaway from all of this? Well, this formula is way more than just a clever writing trick. It's really a masterclass in deeply understanding your audience. It really all boils down to this. Truly effective communication isn't about what you want to say, it's about what your audience needs to hear. This formula works because, yeah, it promises a huge benefit. But crucially, it also proves you understand their struggle because you're taking away their biggest obstacle. You're connecting with their deepest desires and their biggest fears, all in the same breath. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this thought, because this is so much bigger than just writing headlines. This X without Y thing, it's a fundamental principle for persuasion and great communication. Seriously, think about it. In your job, talking to your boss, in your relationships, even just setting goals for yourself. Where can you promise a fantastic result while also removing the biggest pain point? The answer to that question might just change how you talk about, well, everything.